Welcome to the kitchen and welcome to summer. While it is now officially summer, I guess we're right past the Memorial Day weekend. A lot of us are thinking about getting out and grilling up or smoking or barbecuing some good food. So I thought I'd show you one of my favorite recipes, and that is slow smoked pork shoulder. But let's show you what we got here, and we'll kind of go from there. So there is the victim. That's about a 6-pound bone-in pork shoulder, so not huge, enough for a nice dinner plus a couple of lunches. And then I'm going to start off with a dry rub, and very simple, very straightforward dry rub. The 4 ingredients are paprika, kosher salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. And the ratios are about 4 parts paprika to maybe 2 parts salt to 1 part garlic and 1 part pepper. So what we do is we go ahead and mix this together and then put that onto the pork shoulder. So I will show you that and then on to the next step. All right, outside here. Don't worry about the smoke in the background. That's just the grill getting ready to go. And let me introduce you to the big green egg. For those of you that aren't familiar, the big green egg is a ceramic Kamado style cooker. We've had this one for about 15 years and it does fantastic. So let me show you what I've got here. So I took that dry rub, I put it on the pork butt all around. It's been sitting here for a couple hours like this. The big green egg is, it's at about 300 degrees right now. And what I've got to do is put some wood chips on the egg and then get the pork butt on there. And I'm going to keep it on here for only a couple of hours. I'm going to do a hybrid kind of cook, I guess. I'm going to do a couple hours on the big green egg with the wood chips to get a good smoke flavor. And then I'm going to transfer it to either the oven or the Instant Pot. We'll see which one it fits in better, and then do that for a few hours more at about 300 degrees, and it should come out just about perfect. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up here. There's the egg, you'll be able to see that. And I've got a few parts that I need to do first. First is the wood chips. This is, you can put any kind of wood chips that you want, but for pork, milder is a little better. So I've got some pecan chips and some cherry chips in here. So I'm going to add that to the coals, which are nice and hot. We'll start getting some smoke here very quickly. That is good there. Part 2 is what's called a place setter, just a big ceramic plate, kind of diffuses the smoke a little bit. Part 3 is the grate itself. And then part 4 is the pork shoulder, or pork butt. Put that right in the middle there. And as you can see, the smoke is going. So what we're going to do here is get the temperature to about 250 to 300 degrees and cook it for, like I said, a couple of hours, maybe 2.5 hours, and then we will transfer it to the oven and see how it goes there. But it should be delicious, so check back in a bit. Okay, it's been about an hour and a half. The pork butt has been on the big green egg smoking away. You can see most of the smoke is done. We're just a little over 300. Time to transfer it, and I'm going to go ahead and put it into the oven for a few more hours, but put some foil over it a little while ago. That's what we have. A little bit of bark on the outside, looking pretty good. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and transfer it into this pan here, and then move it into the oven. Okay, there it is in the pan, and time to add the secret ingredient before I put the lid on top. A little moisture. I'm going to use a Yingling, just traditional lager. Crack it open, pour it in the pan, roasting pan. It's a 16-ounce can. I'm going to put in 14 for the pork shoulder and 2 for the cook. Okay, into that. Put the lid on it and transfer it to the oven for another 3 hours or so at 300. Okay, while the pork butt is cooking, I thought I'd show you a really simple slaw recipe. I've taken a couple of carrots, just kind of shredded them up. Part of a sweet onion. Onion is one of those things you can put as much or as little as you like. We like a little, not too much. And then I've taken some red cabbage, nice bright red cabbage, and shredded it up. So I had all that in there. And then you could do any kind of dressing, you know, like an olive oil and vinegar or something like that. But I'm going to go with the traditional mayonnaise. But we tend to try to eat as little processed food as possible, and it can be tough with mayonnaise, but we found a brand that works really well. Is Chosen Foods 100% avocado oil classic mayo. So all it has in is avocado oil, egg yolks, organic eggs. It's all organic, straightforward, no mystery ingredients. Very, very tasty. So I've got about half a cup or so, and as much or as little. If you like it really creamy, add more. If you like it less creamy, add less. But that's pretty much it. Got about another hour and a half until the pork butt is done, and I'll show you how to make a quick sauce that we're going to use for that as well in a little bit. All right, back in a bit. Okay, just took the pork butt out of the oven after about 3 hours. So let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, look at that. Grab a fork and show you. It's been sitting in its little bath. Look how tender that is. A little bit of bark. Yeah. So I'm going to cover that up and make the final piece of the puzzle here, which is a sauce. Let me show you this. This is a Carolina mustard based sauce. So I've already got the first couple ingredients in there, which is basically 1 cup of yellow mustard and a 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. And to that, we're going to add a few more things. Sweeten it up a little bit. Some dark brown sugar, about a 1/4 cup. Put in about a 1/3 cup of honey, more or less. I'll put in a little bit there. Put in a little bit of cayenne pepper for some heat, about a 1/4 teaspoon. A little bit of garlic to taste, but should be somewhere around 1/2 to a 1/4 to maybe 1 teaspoon of garlic. And then a little Cholula hot sauce in there. And then a little salt, just a little bit for flavoring. So I just put a little kosher salt in there. And then pretty much just, come on, oh. There we go. Just heat it up a little bit, get it all mixed together, and then we will be good. Let that pork butt sit for a little bit, and we will serve up dinner. All right, there is dinner, all plated up. It looks delicious. Pulled the pork apart with the forks. all mixed up in that juice there. Put a little bit on the plate. Added some of the slaw that we made earlier and topped it off with the Carolina mustard sauce. So there it is, easy recipe. Look in the description of the video for the full recipe and ingredients. There's lots of variations you can do depending whether you have a grill or not. I'll put a couple suggestions in there for you. As always, like and subscribe to this channel. If you like what you see here, spread the word. And gotta go, I am getting hungry. Till next time, be well.